Get off of Instagram and Snap and get off all these blogs and get into something that can really, really move your life forward. So when you spend so much time in the blog world, the Instagram world, the chat world, you're wasting valuable time. If I was young and I had what you have, I had no technology growing up, nothing. You couldn't download a book. You had to go to the library, find the book, and hope somebody ain't told a page out that you want to read. That's what it used to be. Y'all got Google. You can Google anything. You all have stuff at your fingertips that can make you great. But if you could combine your technology with your parents and your grandparents' work ethic, you could be rich, man. But you cannot erase the work ethic part. There is no getting around. Ain't no elevator to the top. You got to take the stairs. The elevator don't go to the top, man. Not in the world of success. Y'all got to start getting gritty, man. I hate it when I see young people wasting their time, wasting all this technology got, just sitting around in this world that's been created for you, that everything is instant. How you rely on technology, and it's a help to you. But young people, you got to get gritty, man. You got to develop some dog in you. You got to understand, you can't Google success. Go Google it. I've seen stuff hopefully you'll never see. And I've seen some things I hope one day you do see. But go Google exposure. It ain't gonna take you nowhere. I've been around the world, man. I have a life of convenience now. But in order to get the life of convenience, you gotta have a very uncomfortable life. You got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Stop trying to do everything the short way. Stop trying to figure out the easy way. I got news for you, man. It's not happening, young people. You got to get messed up sometime. You got to get dirty. You got to get your feelings hurt. You got to get disappointed. You got to get told no. But at least then, when I see somebody trying and I tell them no, I try to at least give them something else. See, I'm not going to hand you a fish sandwich. I'll teach you how to fish.
See, most people want it easy. See, if you easy come, easy what? Easy go.
I was hoping that circumstances outside would change. Then here's what I found out. It isn't going to change. So then my question was, if it isn't going to change, how will my life ever change? And here's what my teacher taught me. When you change, everything will change for you. When you get better, everything will get better for you. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. See if you can find some ways to multiply your value to the market. And he said your income will immediately start to change. You don't have to change the economy. You don't have to change countries. You don't have to change circumstances out there. All you've got to do is look within and see if you can change yourself for the better. And as you change, things will start to change for you.
The real problem, which, by the way, no one ever talks about, is that everywhere we look at society, we celebrate victimhood. We are no longer celebrating people who put in the work. We are no longer celebrating people who overcome. Instead, we are celebrating people who have the saddest story, who suffered the most. Well, let me tell you something, guys. You can compete for that your entire life and nobody's gonna bring you a fucking thing except a couple likes and a couple comments that people don't mean. The real winners are still and always will be the people who aren't immune from obstacles, but instead see obstacles as an opportunity to get better. They see this as the path to winning, and they are right. The only people that are going to win are going to be the people who recognize the opportunity to improve when they get punched in the face, which happens to all of us. So if that's you, if you're sitting there at home and you're posting sad story after sad story after sad story, realize that that's all you're ever gonna fucking have. And I would suggest that instead of seeing life through the perspective of who's going to be the biggest winner of the losers, start being who's going to be the biggest winner. There's nobility in that. There is nobility in overcoming hardship. There is nobility in overcoming obstacles. There's nobility in creating a story that other people are inspired by. You know why? Because it shows people what's possible. It shows people who are coming after you in this life what they can achieve. Our obligation to this planet is to make people behind us better.
Do more. Let me explain what I mean by do more. I remember I was in an office. I was brand spanking new. It's 2002, 2003. And Saturdays, we were all young, and there was a bunch of pretty girls in the office. And everybody Saturday night wanted to go to Dublin's. Everybody wanted to go clubbing Saturday night. And I was in the office. 5 o'clock, everyone's leaving. 6, 2 people left. 7, I'm staying. No one's there. 8, I'm staying. 9, I'm staying. 10, I'm staying. Everyone's gone. 11, I'm staying. By that time, I'm so wiped out, I'm not going to the club. I'm going home, reading a book, going to sleep. Boring to you, right? It's boring to you, right? Now, fast forward and ask me what places I've partied and have had fun with. You won't even believe half the stories if I told you. You would say there's no way in the world you've partied with prime ministers and governors and senators and billionaires and all this other stuff, because I didn't want to just get too excited about Dublin's. There was a time it was exciting to me. Again, how big is your purpose? How long will you put your activity with the efforts? And then does it match the standard of behavior that you want to put up? So do more. If a person leaves at 6, you leave at 8. If a person makes 100 calls a day, you make 200 calls a day. If somebody practices 3 hours, you practice 5 hours. If somebody practices 6 hours, you practice 8 hours. If someone reads 2 books, you read 4 books. Just do a little bit more. Do a little bit more. Subscribe to the now mentality. Subscribe to the now mentality. We'll call them tomorrow. We'll call them now. Well, what are we going to wait till tomorrow? Call them right now. What are you talking about? Just call them right now. Do it now mentality. Work ethic is a part of it. Now. Do it now. Not tomorrow. Now. Now. Okay? Procrastinate tomorrow, next day, 3 hours, 5 hours. Let's do it right now. Don't fall for the work smart only concept. 4-hour work week is work smart. I get it. I respect it. Some people like that. Nothing big has ever been built without working very hard. And I'm talking very hard, very hard. It's Friday night right now while we're shooting this. Everybody's gone in the office. Everyone's going out to dinner. I just got back from Burbank, California. I got a bunch of other travels that's coming up. We're here right now in the office. Why are we doing this? Well, Pat, how do you find the time to shoot these episodes? You never miss a Tuesday and a Thursday episode of Valuetainment. Because some nights on Friday night, I want to go home and kick it and relax, and I don't. And we shoot these episodes because we're supposed to come to you Tuesdays and Thursdays. And do you realize, from the moment we said Tuesdays and Thursdays, we've never, ever done an episode that we've missed on Tuesday or Thursday. Why? It's part of commitment. It's part of showing up. So when people tell me, but I'm sick, I have this, I have that, then this is not your game yet. Then this is not your game yet, okay? Cut distractions. Cut distractions, very simple. You got to cut distractions. You're still going to have some distractions in your life, but you got to cut the distractions that you can cut. Absolute focus. Absolute focus. This is tiring. You got to train your mind to be focused. It's a muscle. You got to train your mind to be focused. You can do it. So when people tell me all these rhetoric, I need to take this medicine, I need to take that medicine, stop. You're looking for an out. Stop making excuses that you can't stay focused. Practice it. It's a muscle. Stay focused. Have a to-do list. Work ethic has to do with to-do list. What needs to get done next? Eat right. Work ethic requires energy for you to be able to last a long time, stamina, efficiency, for you to be able to go and you're not getting tired by 4 o'clock if you eat right. Cut the fat. Similar to cut the distractions, but cut the fat. There's a lot of fat. It's work you don't need to do. It's work that somebody else can do. It's work that makes you feel excited that you got stuff done. Not necessary. Didn't grow your business. You just want to go home saying you worked hard, but you didn't get nothing done. There are days that you work and you go home and say, what happened today to my business? How did the value of my business increase today? It didn't. But I feel like I worked 10 hours. This one guy told me, I'm at the office every damn day, Patrick. He's screaming in my face. You're telling me I don't work that hard. How the hell can you be at the office 60 hours a week and in a month you only sell 4 of them? You tell me how. Tell me. You're telling me you're working hard. What do you mean you're working hard? You ain't working hard. Just because you're at the office doesn't mean you're working hard. Man, cut the fat. Turn off the Facebook. Turn off Snapchat. You're not focused. You need to cut the fat.
Get smarter, more talented. I want you to get more talented. That's very tricky. That's unbelievably ideological advice. If I said, look, 2 extra hours of work actually has an impact on your success if that's what you're trying to achieve, that's practical. You don't have to, but it's controllable. Work ethic is controllable. Being born with talent is not.
Getting things is not going to make you happy. That's good news in a tough economy. It's a good reminder. It doesn't matter what you get. Doesn't matter whether it be money or opportunity. All those things might excite you for the moment. Even a relationship, as magnificent it may be, might be exciting for a while. But if you don't keep growing, that relationship isn't going to stay exciting. So the secret to real happiness is progress. Progress equals happiness. And if we can make progress on a regular basis, we feel alive. And that's why at the beginning of the year, we get this thing like, okay, I can have this fresh start. I could really do what my soul desires. I could expand. I could grow. I could improve. I could change. Or maybe better than change, I could progress. See, think about that. Progress is an aliveness to it, doesn't it? You don't have to work at changing. People say all the time now, well, I'm working on changing. Don't worry about it. Change is automatic. Your body's going to change whether you want it or not as the years go by. And no matter how hard you work, there's going to be some changes going on there. The economy is going to change no matter what you want it to do. The weather is going to change. Relationships are going to change. Everything in life is always changing. We don't have to work on change. Change is automatic, but progress is not.
See, I accepted a long time ago I wasn't the smartest, the best looking, the fast enough, with the best background, the most connections. I didn't have any of those things. What I could control was my work ethic. You've heard me speak many times about outworking everybody, but I think that just feels good when we hear it, but most people don't take it seriously. If you think that I have a little bit of success in my life, I can tell you what I attribute it to. Yes, self-confidence, yes, mindset, visualization, goals, all the things I talk about all the time. Listening skills, influence, energy transfer, how to be happier, all of that stuff applies. When you get to winning, for me, it's come down to maxing out. And what maxing out means is you do one more at least than you think you're capable of. So when you're done, whatever you're doing, whether it's at the gym or phone calls or meetings or in sports, one more shot, one more throw, one more swing of the golf club or the baseball bat, the separator is for the winners, they do one more. I'm addicted to one more. And so I want your mantra going forward to be one more. What does that look like if we're working out? That means when we're in the gym and we say, I'm going to do 5 sets of 10, I'm crazy. Like I'm a psycho because I want to win. I want to be somebody. I want to separate. I want to compete. And the way I do that isn't with my giftedness, because I wasn't born with a bunch of gifts. And I think gifts are crap. I think for the most part, gifted people struggle in life because things come easy to them. I like that things haven't come easy for me in my life. I like that I don't have natural talents in every area. And maybe you like that about you too. Maybe you've looked at yourself all your life and thought, man, I don't have that natural beauty or that natural talent or this gift for creativity or intellect or humor. I don't have any of those things. But what I got is I will outwork you. And so at the gym, one of the things I focus on, they say it's 5 sets of 10. When I'm at 10, I go one more, bam, 11. If I'm running on the treadmill and it's a 45-minute run, I never finish at 45. I always go one more minute, 46. If I'm at the office and I'm supposed to make 25 phone calls that day, when I'm at the end of the day, I always do one more. If I've got meetings, I always do one more. My mantra for 3 decades in business has been one more. Why? Because we get out of life what we think we deserve. And I'm the kind of guy that I know when you do 45 minutes on the treadmill and I do 46, I deserve to be fitter. I know that when I'm lifting weights and I watch you do 5 sets of 10 and every single time I do one more. When it's a set of 5, I do 6. When it's a set of 8, I do 9. When it's 45 on the treadmill, I do 46. When it's supposed to be 20 phone calls, I make 21. When it's supposed to be an 8-hour workday, I work 9. Whatever it is, I always do one more. And what that does is it makes me eventually think I'm doing things other people aren't willing to do, so I should get things other people aren't going to get.